Good afternoon, this is Sarah, your healthy carnivore in the UK. Turns out that today is day 39 and it's tomorrow that's day 40, so I got my days wrong. I see that as a good thing because it means I'm losing count. Because my days are becoming less important to me now and just the whole journey has become more important to me. So today is day 39, tomorrow is day 40, and one of the reasons I've got here is because of an amazing video I saw on the Dave Mack No Carb Life channel about 3 weeks ago roughly. I have put a link to it in the description. I've talked about it before, but there are some just incredible one-liners on that video. You know what I mean. We all watch an amazing video right the way through, but there are some lines, some quotes that are just so good. They almost make us tingle. You know, the truth and the brutality to them is so good. And you're like, oh yes, that is so true. Oh my goodness me, he is so right. Wow, that was powerful. That was brilliant. That was fantastic. So, but I've thought about cutting it down. I hope Dave doesn't mind. I'm going to mention to him what I've just done and show him what I've just said, and hopefully he will say, yes, you can keep that up. But I sat in front of my TV and literally just paused and recorded and paused and recorded for ages and got all the best bits, and then I ran it through CapCut and edited it down even more to my favourite bits, and I think I've managed to get it down to about, I don't know, 21 minutes of just pure, unadulterated gold content. So I'm just giving you this little introduction to that, and I'm going to pop my little edit in afterwards. Once it's uploaded, I'm going to email Dave Mack and tell him what I've done, and to say, you know, if you think it's out of order what I've done, you know, I'll happily take it down and just make it into a private video that I can watch every day. Hopefully he'll just go, yeah, that's totally fine. I'm really glad you enjoyed the video. We'll see. So with any luck, this will stay up and you can watch the 20, maybe 21, 22 minutes of quotes from Anthony Phaesse from Lean 7. The video that not only got me to day 40 with ease, the video that not only helped me to understand that I will get to a year with ease, but also the video that made me become a mega supporter on the No Carb Life channel. So it really was that powerful, and I hope you enjoy my edit. I did just sit in front of the TV. There's nothing professional about this whatsoever, so you may have to just sit in a quietened room, or maybe put headphones on or something like that. But please do listen to the thing. If you need any motivation this morning or you're not sure, just listen to it. It's fantastic. I'll see you later, guys. Bye. Here it comes.
Because in life, we get given experiences. From the good, we should learn what to do and repeat. And from the bad, we should learn what not to do and not repeat. But we struggle with the other side of it. We tend to repeat the same mistakes, and we'll get to that in a second. When things hurt so much that you have to make change in your life, what I find with my clients over the years is the ones that have long-lasting change, the ones who are ready to bury their old habits and say goodbye, are the ones who have a very strong reason why to do something. And that's the importance of that experience, is you've got to remember what food does to you. We have this thing called, I like to call, nutritional amnesia. We completely forget how a food made us feel. And then we go around, we have that food because we're so fixated on how it's going to feel good in the moment. And then we make a mistake eating it, feel bad for doing so, and then completely forget next time that food comes around of how it made us feel last time. Okay, we're so fixated on what feels good in the moment. And ever says, well, this is going to contribute to Alzheimer's disease, this is going to contribute to cancer, this is going to contribute to diabetic retinopathy, this is going to contribute to osteoarthritis. No one thinks about that. We're only focused on what feels good in the moment. You see it for what it really is. You see it and say, listen, I know exactly who you are. I know exactly what you're all about. I remember exactly what you did to me last time. I remember exactly how you made me feel all these years. I remember exactly how much of my health you have robbed from me. So I'm going to say thanks, but no thanks. Yes. Again, when the why gets stronger, the how gets easier. And we think we have a lot of time, and we really don't have that much time. If you 1 year more is 1 year less. Every year that you delay it is 1 less year you get to ever experience it. In the sense that somebody wants to lose 20 kilos. They've been trying to lose 20 kilos the last 10 years. And they go back to the same philosophy, the same mindset, the same strategy that one day I'm going to lose 20 kilos. Well, every year that you delay it is 1 less year you get to experience what it feels like to be 20 kilograms lighter. Eventually become that. You are creating future versions of yourself in every moment of now. So if you be the person in the moment of now who says, I'll start from Monday, you are creating future versions of yourself who says, I'll start from Monday. That's what's going on in the moment, because your future version is being created momentarily. You're creating future versions of you right now. So when you say, I'll start from Monday, in that moment, you are creating that future version of yourself. Monday comes around and you don't start on Monday, because there is no other time but right now. I start right this minute, right now. Monday doesn't exist. 1st of January doesn't exist. It is right here, right now. When you start living in that if it's going to be, it's up to me, I'm going to do it right here, right now, you are in essence creating that future version of yourself who gets things done now. So the people that don't get the job done are the ones who continue to repeat the same errors in judgment. And an error in judgment, by the way, is what we classify as failure. That's the definition of failure. Should have gone the ribeye, should have cooked the ribeye, chose to jump on Uber Eats and order some takeaway. Okay? You're at a T-section. You should have gone one way. You chose the other way. We call that an error in judgment. How would we continue to make errors in judgment every single day for 6 years? Because disaster doesn't fall on you at the end of the first day. That's why we do it. If every... Go on.
Disaster is delayed.
Disaster is delayed. Does not mean disaster is not pending. Does not mean disaster is not going to happen. So because no news means good news, I think I'm doing all right. So failure, a few errors in judgment repeated every day. Should have gone the ribeye, chose the takeaway Uber Eats, or should have chose a chocolate bar or something of that nature. Now, if that's failure, then what's success? Success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day. There's Dave, little stick man right there. Okay, here, this side. And here represents 1 year. So in a year from now, hopefully, God willing, Dave will arrive somewhere. The question is where? Where will Dave arrive in a year from now? Now, this thing that goes on the way up and on the way down, that represents success, and this failure. One doesn't give you instant health, and the other one doesn't give you instant diabetes. Not in the moment.
Right.
Okay, in the moment, it's not going to happen. In the moment, it's not going to give you the heart attack. In the moment, it's not going to give you the six-pack.
Right.
But the accumulation of moments is what makes the difference. Over 1 year, the continuous errors in judgment eventually take job done. It's easier. I don't want to cook tonight. I'm sick and tired of eating ribeye. I miss this food. Hey, I'm not that bad. My friend Sally can't fit in the airplane chair. Like whatever story you tell yourself, whatever you tell your brain will say, that's a good reason. Now, a wise person A wise person does not get conned or falls. A wise person doesn't fall for the trap of what feels good in the moment. They don't fall for that trap. A wise person says, how are my errors in my present judgment costing me 18 months from now? If what we're about to do was not serving us, and we do it anyway, then why do we feel bad after we've done it? The first season of change is when it hurts so much that you have to change. Does not mean you're not inflamed, by the way. But that was my philosophy. I'm fit, I'm a PT, I know what to do. I created the Lean 7, man. Come on. Know you're addicted when you try to stop. Okay? So one morning, actually it was, I'll tell you what date it was. 5th of June, 2023. Actually, it was the 6th of June because I had blurred vision. Dave, I had blurred vision, my friend. First time it happened, glassy vision. Every time I'd be having, and then I didn't know, but I noticed that it was worse because I used to have blurred vision on other days, but then that one was the worst one. I looked straight to the barrel of my eyes, man, and I said, today's the day you're never touching sugar ever again. No food is worth losing any part of your health, including your delicate eyesight. Kerry Mann has a great line. He says, you can't see the fog when you're in the fog. Surely once a week is okay. Surely I can have it in moderation. Come on, are you going to do this for the rest of your life? You're never going to have sugar ever again? Like, buddy, listen, if you're making statements like that, you're still in the fog. Here's how you know it no longer has its hold on you. Through sight, when you see it and you don't respond viscerally in any way. So you see it and you don't respond. You smell it and you don't respond. Or someone speaks about it and you hear and someone's mentioning your favorite food and you just don't have any reaction to it. In fact, now that I look at it, I actually see it as dog food.
There's no reaction. And I kind of see this as like the girlfriend that dumped me in high school, and when a girlfriend dumps you, for the first few weeks or month or whatever, you're pining after them and you're thinking, I'll do anything to get them back. I'll do anything to get them back. And it's like that, you want the sugar, do anything to get them back. But then, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months after the fact, you're just like, what was I interested in them for?
It's never about how is this costing me down the track.
Right, and the thing is, it is always about just that instant gratification, because even...
Yeah. And then we create this this lifestyle that's normal, that's familiar, that's comfortable. And when it comes to making change, we don't like the idea. We don't like the pain. That is when you are creating from a grander version of you. I have a client come to see me, and they say, "But do I have to do this, and do I have to eat that, and do I have to?" I'm like, hold on a second. You want transformation? You want to transform yourself? You want to transform your health once and for all? Yeah, I do. Are you sure? Why would you be negotiating? Oh, but well, listen, I didn't ask you to come here to transform this body from the current version of you. The current version of you is taking us off the cliff. The current version of you, as it stands, is obsolete. We're not asking you to create from the current you. The current you is not good enough. What we're asking you to do is to rise up and play from a much higher platform. The video game's the same way as life. You need to upgrade yourself You've got to play from a much grander version of you. Changed so much that you can't even recognize the old version of you anymore. You've upgraded your model so much that you can't recognize who you were. And I kind of feel like that with sugar right now. I still think back and say, wow, really? This is the you now? This is you. I never thought that this would be the you. So what we need to do is we need to be smarter. We need to be wiser. We have to be more alert with the experiences. And then we have to reflect on those experiences. If it's not clogging you, it's cleansing you. If it's not cleansing you, it's clogging you. It doesn't do anything in the middle. So it either creates or destroys. And I'm here to tell you that regardless what story you tell yourself of why you should have it, I'm here to tell you, man, it's not worth it. Oh, I know you're going to be kicking about this and you're thinking this time it's going to be different. No, it's not going to be it's the same. Yes, this is going to taste good. I know that. That's the reason I did it. But I'm the higher self now. I'm the guy on the other side of the decision you're about to make. And I'm here to tell you, don't do it. Take my word for it. Learn from this. I guarantee you will feel better about it. Just listen to me this time around. No, you've got to put some pain associated with it. Okay, you're either going to lose your sight here. If you continue going down this path, you will lose your sight. You attract that which you fear. Doctor says, Mr. Jones, you've got cancer. And Mr. Jones is like, cancer? How did I get cancer right now? No, it's the accumulation of errors in judgment for 30, 40, 50 years that now has transpired into this thing we call cancer. So what you do now matters. What you do in the moment matters. Those who succeed are the ones who wake up and they remember their reasons why they want to do it. They have a strong reason why. Make your why cry. When the why gets stronger, the how gets easier. Number 2, you've got to be teachable. You can't be incredulous. You can't have a cynical attitude. You've got to be open. You've got to be a student again. You've got to have a sense of wonder about you. You've got to bury your old habits. Your new life's going to cost you your old one. So you have to be a student again. And number 3, work your butt off. We're not just talking about working your butt off in the gym, in the kitchen. We're talking about working your butt off every day to stand guard at the door of your mind. Stand guard at the door of your mind. It is every day when you wake up, the battle is on, Dave. The battle of love versus fear. The battle of light versus darkness. The battle of good versus evil. The battle of health versus sickness and disease. The battle is on every day when you get out of your bed and your 2 feet touch the ground. The battle is on. Now, the battle is on. Your body wakes up every day to keep you alive for another day. And it needs artillery. It needs the right firepower so it can win this battle against sickness and disease every single day. Now, one day it may need some form of nutrition. You give it a Hershey bar.
Starbucks donut or something.
Now the body has a right to say, hey buddy, whose side are you on? Here's me trying to keep you alive and win the battle against sickness and disease. Here's you giving me the wrong kind of stuff. I mean, I asked for an Uzi, he gave me a spud gun. You know, a little cooperation on your part, and we can win this battle of sickness and disease every single day. You like that one? Tell me how that's not taking yourself to a happy place. It's not the food. It's not the food. It's the place the food takes you. I want people to do, if you're still struggling to get some consistency, if you feel like you're starting and you're stopping and you're starting and you're stopping, You need to first go back to what you really want. You can ask yourself, what do I really want from here? What am I desiring to achieve from here? Number two, why is this so important to me to achieve this? Okay. Number three, what consequences do I face if I do not achieve this right now? That's a big one. For you, it was arthritis. It was maybe another stroke.
Diabetes, yeah, another stroke.
Who knows? So what consequences do you face if you do not actually achieve this right now? Would these consequences worry you? Number five, why aren't you there yet? What's stopped you in the past from achieving this? Because if you do not address every single factor that's prevented you from achieving your goals in the past, no doubt, they will continue to be the recurring factors that will prevent you from achieving your goals in the future. So if you say something like, oh, Anthony, if I said to you, listen, why aren't you there yet? Why have you wasted 10 years? You haven't got it yet. Oh, you know, Anthony, I start and I stop. Like, I just can't stay consistent. Okay, write it down. Can't stay consistent. Guess what? You are not allowed to speak about can't stay consistent because we're addressing it right now. If you're attempting this in the future right now, you are never allowed to speak about lack of consistency. We are addressing what stopped you in the past, and now you can't speak about not being consistent. Anything else? I seem to do okay for a few weeks, and then a social event comes up, and then I give up and I start and I fall off the wagon. Okay, cool. Social events, guess what? Every social event you go to right now, you are not allowed to fall off the wagon, because if you do, you're going to be doing the same factors in the past and nothing's going to change. So we're addressing every factor that's prevented you from achieving your goal in the past. Okay? You need to know exactly what price are you going to have to pay to achieve this, because TANSTAFL, TANSTAFL, stands for there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. It's going to cost you something. You need to determine the price you're going to have to pay and submit to paying that price every single day. That's the price it's going to cost you. If you buy a Bentley, it's going to cost you, man, financially. If you're on this path of transformation with your health and you've been starting and stopping and starting and stopping, it's going to have to cost you something. Like I said earlier, your new life is going to cost you your old one. Entirely to the mercy of change.
Because nothing will change if you don't, right?
Correct. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Okay, we cannot solve our problems using the same mindset that created them, Einstein said again. Now, those are the questions. Always set new goals. Average age, by the way, after retirement is 6 years. After retirement, 6 years is the average age before death. Because people start losing a sense of purpose. What do I do with myself now? You know, there's no more goals, there's no more schedules, there's no more striving for. So you always have to be striving, whether you're taking up a hobby, whether you're doing another language. My mother speaks 8 goals. There are performance-based goals and there are physiological-based goals.
Me too. So yeah, I'll leave those links below. Anthony, thank you so much for coming back on and sharing your knowledge and experience. I really appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure. I always appreciate, and I thank you so much for allowing me to come to your platform and to share some insights with people. And no doubt we'll have a few more conversations in the future. So yeah, looking forward to catching up again, man.